it is mostly motorcycles that are misusing the bus lane, but they do also apprehend cars. I've shown that many times, but statistically more often, oh look, so dangerous for him, for the enforcers, for other road users. Absolutely incredible. In cases like that, they typically add reckless driving. He's driving in slippers as well, no license plate on the back, so if he managed to escape. But the truth is, for motorcycles that manage to force their way through, 99% of the time, if there's no plate or it cannot be tracked, then nothing will be done. Look, he has a license plate, it's inside the box instead of being mounted on the back of the motorcycle. How many times have I said that, right? It happens all the time. They apprehend a violator without a license plate, they open their box, and that's where the plate is. But the problem is, the penalty is peanuts, if there's any penalty at all. A lot of the time, there's no penalty for people apprehended without plates, with mutilated plates, concealed plates, etc. That's the sad reality. It's still very, very soft in that regard. That's why there's a lot of drivers, both in cars and motorcycles, that don't take plates seriously. I just checked with the enforcer. Aside from the bus lane violation, he's going to add reckless driving and then a violation related to the plate. You'll see, like I mentioned earlier, the driver is also wearing slippers, which is a dress code violation. Of course, once they see the enforcers, look, everybody wants to leave the busway. I saw the lady looking at her watch as if she's kind of running late, hoping to get through quickly. But unfortunately, using the bus lane just ends up slowing you down if you get apprehended, because you get a ticket, right? And then the license is also confiscated, so you're going to spend more time going to LTO to get it back. Like right now, you see there's a rider behind that bus, and then obviously once he sees the enforcers, he will leave. Look at them moving forward now to try and apprehend him. They did get that rider off to the side. The enforcer's already waving him to pull to the side, but he's put himself into the middle. Hopefully they're not going to have a problem here. Unfortunately, it does make things more difficult for everyone, and it does cause traffic when they try to evade or avoid the enforcers. There you go. He was behind the bus pretty much until he got to the bottom, and they managed to block him just in time. See, most riders do leave the bus lane pretty early upon seeing the enforcers. That's the rider that they were trying to apprehend from a few moments ago. And that plate's not very helpful, is it? For registration. So if he managed to get through, he won't be able to track it back to anything. And according to enforcers, the rider of this motorcycle can't show any ORCR, so might have a bit of a problem there. But he did have a driver's license at least. Sorry, I'm having a problem getting the camera to focus, but you just saw that bike appear from behind the bus. I wonder if anybody saw him. I'm not sure, to be honest, because the enforcers are actually trying to apprehend another rider at the moment. So their eyes might have been off the busway. And that's the other one. So yeah, I guess they did see him. Actually, look in the background there. There's another bike coming now. One of them's still there, look. Zoom. They do often add reckless driving when people swerve out like that. Problem is, because they're focused on that one rider, it's possible that the others would slip through. Isa pa! Almost slipped through, but they managed to block him. Oh, what's he saying to them? So according to enforcers, his driver's license is expired. He can't show them an ORCR. There's no license plate attached to the bike. That barangay vehicle left the bus lane. I don't know if it's marked as an ambulance or wasn't able to read the markings yet. I just saw that it says barangay at the top. Okay, it says emergency response. They will verify it though, because it was inside the bus lane. No license plate on the front. A lot of the time with, well, especially barangay vehicles, they tend to find that the registration is expired by several years. When they ask the driver what he was doing, well, a lot of the time it's not actually anything to do with emergency response. Sometimes it's running personal errands, outings, transporting VIPs or commercial goods. I'm not saying it's always like that, because there are barangays that really use their emergency vehicles for emergencies. But I'm just saying that a lot of what they apprehend in the busway, once they try and speak to the driver, that's not really what the driver says. So according to the enforcer, the driver said there's no emergency, they're not responding to anything, and that he doesn't have an ORCR to show. So it's really the way it often goes here in the busway, to be honest. The MC taxi just left the bus lane and they're looking to apprehend him. He does appear to be compliant, but then look, sometimes the wheel is turning to the right. You always have to be a little bit careful when you're pointing someone to the left and their wheel is going to the right. They're saying what they want is a driver's license. There you go. We will try and pull him off to the side. Looks like another MC taxi. Oh.